Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Josh from Trinity, Surviving Mars. This one is going to be looking at Mars. This one is going to be looking at the wonders, and I've done a little bit of research playing offline. Excuse me, cough as always as soon as I start recording. And the first thing I'm going to actually build is the Mohole mine. So this is a deep mining into the crust of Mars. The Mohole mine produces metals, rare metals and waste rock while heating the surrounding area. Oh, we got a meteor about to hit. Oh, that's okay. And that one's still rolling rock. So we want to find... hang on a minute, just let me get back into the game. There we go. So we want to find somewhere that we can put this. That's going to create an absolute ton of materials for us, whilst also allowing space for waste rock to be created. Looks like we have a leak. I'm assuming that's going to be fixed ASAP. We've got a lot of drones. Yep. Always seem to get distracted, don't I? So... excuse me, just 1 second, guys. Apologies, mute myself and then try again. So, we need to find an area. See, I think that might be good for another dome at some point, although there's nothing there that we can build to support. So what, I'm going to build it there. So it's going to take quite a lot. It's going to take 320 concrete, it's going to take 80 metals and 300 machine parts. Now we are producing quite a lot of machine parts, okay. Metals we have a ton of, and concrete. So we can actually build it, and then once we've actually built this building, I'm hoping that it's going to allow us to just basically get infinite resources out of the Earth, or out of the Mars Earth. Yeah, that makes sense. So in the meantime, whilst we're building up resources, it might be an idea to put in some storage. We'll put in a universal depot there. I wonder if it requires power. I wonder. It's going to take a while for all the resources to get delivered here as well. I'm also wondering if it might be worth getting a shuttle depot
anomaly found.
Set up as well. Oh, we have a new anomaly. How have we found an anomaly? Ah, from the meteor strike. So whilst we're doing that, where is our little explorer? Come here and go and scan that for me. If you don't get too lost along the way, that'd be great.
Meteor incoming.
Whereabouts? Oh, it's okay. Ooh, although we're going to get another hit there. Yeah, although actually that is all, apart from the drone, this is all redundant. I don't think I can recycle it. No, I can't, because it's free now, of course, with the tech that I've researched. So it's going to take a while to get all the resources over here, but once they're here, that should be amazing, and we're going to get the Mohole mine set up. I'm not too sure if it does need power. We also have the space elevator. What I was thinking was, I want to build the mine first. That will allow us to build up plenty of resources, large amounts of resources, and then I'm going to build the space elevator afterwards, as that is going to allow us to transport, or export should I say, some more of the minerals off planet. So that's the plan, that's what I'm thinking about doing. I've left the game running a little bit as well whilst I've been having some lunch, to be quite honest. And we still have plenty of stuff coming in terms of food, production versus consumption. Although we are low on food now. We were 2.4 at one point, weren't we? Maybe it's time to rebuild some of the farms. So I did take some of them out, as they weren't really needed life support farm. But maybe it is an idea to put farms back in now. See, I also destroyed that one. Can I actually get that one to be rebuilt? I think what I'll also do is I will put farms. I'll put all the farms back in. It's probably a waste at this moment in time,
anomaly
but
analyzed.
well worth it. We've got the anomaly, we've got the extra research, which is great. You can come back here, because I just realised I've sent you over to an area where there was a meteor shower, which is probably not a great idea. So yeah, it's going to take an absolute age to get this in. So what have I been doing whilst I've been away in the game? I'll put some more power in here, as we were running short on power, but we have quite a bit stored now, and that is mostly thanks to these bad boys again. So I put another fusion reactor in, I put another atomic accumulator in as well. Also noticed, I don't know if you probably saw in the last video, which would have been, which video would it have been? It would have been the education dome. I was having problems with people, thinking I'm going to have to get loads and loads of people on site, and I made a huge mistake. So as I was creating the education dome, I was setting the specializations, sorry, not the specializations, the people who can join us. And what I'd done is I'd made a mistake of going around every single dome and getting rid of all the youths, and not allowing them in domes. And of course, once a child becomes a youth, they actually can go to work. So I was pushing all the youths into the education dome, and all the children, and then they weren't able to go anywhere else once they came of age within the education dome, because I'd banned youths from all the other domes. So a complete mistake on my part, made a real mess of it, and ended up with actually a couple of empty domes by the time I'd finished working out what the hell I'd done wrong. So there's nothing wrong in allowing youths to come and use the university and get educated, but realistically it's going to cause you a major issue if you ban them from the other domes as well. So certainly ban the children, but don't ban youths, because that is a significant portion of your workforce that's going to go to shit pretty quickly if you ban them. I don't know if this needs cable power, but I'm going to run a power cable anyway, just in case. Well, it doesn't say it uses power, or there's no power consumption marker. That's okay. Transport problem makes sense. Might be worth getting a shuttle hub over here at some point as well, just for some more maximum coverage. Not going to be a bad idea at all. Let's get that in. Let's make that a priority actually. So I don't know what the Mohole mine does, but if I can allow Google to tell me exactly what it does, it will probably help. Mohole mine, surviving Mars, Mohole mine. Okay. So it's part of the Seven Wonder. It's going to consume 1,000 water, apparently. I'll be amazed by that. It requires polymers. Oh no, God, that was the artificial sun. I'm looking at the wrong wonder. Okay, so it's going to need power, machine parts, but then what it's actually going to do is produce 50 metals and 20 rare metals per sol without running dry. 50 metals is huge, and 20 rare metals per sol. That is a pretty huge thing indeed, actually. And it can be upgraded as well to increase that. It's protected from freezing, because obviously he's going to heat up the soil around it. So that's pretty powerful. Now I can understand it being a late game building, makes perfect sense that is the case. But wow, and if it's going to create metals and rare metals, I'm thinking that I'm probably going to stick down some of these resource specific storages for it as well. We can rotate these, can't we? It's blocking objects? No blocking objects. Let's just get them. It won't go in a straight line, god damn you. Okay, so let's stick a rare metal storage there, and I'm also going to stick a where is it? Metal storage there as well. They require power, which they're going to be connected up to the grid immediately. And now it's just a long wait for the resources to come in. I probably want to put a small fuel depot down for the shuttle hub, so it has local fuel available. That will just help it keep it fueled locally, I suppose is what I'm trying to say there. I don't want food. I don't want rare metals here. I don't want polymers. I don't want electronics. I just want metals, concrete and machine parts. Metals, concrete and machine parts. There we go. So that will get that sorted out. And that means, yeah, everything is going to go ahead. So this is going to be the first wonder that I've built actually in Surviving Mars, so I'm assuming I'm going to get an achievement notification for that. In terms of research, I've gone for some of the cheaper research to clear this over, but really we're starting to get to a point now where we've covered a lot of the research. So this is Martian patents. We could Martian patents. We can just rerun this, and it gives us funding every time on completion. So that was obviously going to stay there forever. And we're really starting to. We've maxed out how much research we can get. I'm assuming we're not going to be getting any more breakthrough tech. We are now researching the nocturnal adaptation. So we'll just keep that ticking over and see how it goes. I've said before and I'll say it again, I do wish the game had a faster setting than this, although that's gone mental pretty quickly. Imagine we're not going to get a heavy drone load now for that. So we can actually construct some extra shuttles. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to actually construct those as well. The construction, I think we're going to have a lot of movement around here. as this kicks off and starts working, but yes, still a long way to go for the concrete. We're not really building anything else. Yes, it is going to be a long way to go. I wonder how much, did he say how much power it was going to consume as well? Because I'm interested to maybe give it some local power instead of pulling off the grid, which wouldn't be a bad thing actually. It's going to take 40 power. So in terms of building with the power, that's only going to give us 10. Is it really worth having another fusion reactor? Again, we're going to have to get parts for it as well. What we're doing in terms of power. Production versus demand. So the extra 40 won't push us over, but we're going to have to back it up at some point with something else. So I'm thinking maybe another fusion reactor might not be a bad idea. And next to that fusion reactor, I'm going to stick in an atomic accumulator, as again that will allow us to just store more battery power, which is always going to be good. It seems like a nice combo having the actual fusion reactor and then the accumulator there as well, just allowing that to happen and allowing it to build up. So with this, obviously we don't. How are we in terms of where is our drone coverage? So you guys, you're all having a long way to go get resources. But then we should be also having resources delivered by the shuttles as well, for that matter. I'm not too sure how drones work. If we were to have like a local drone hub here, would it mean that it'd actually work quicker? I don't think so. Even if we brought the drone commander over, for example, probably wouldn't make that much of a difference for us at this moment in time. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to make this the priority. Oh, we have a dead colonist. Actually, this is another thing I want to talk about. I created a retirement dome. So as you go on in the game, the seniors that you have. Oh, we're down water. Why are we down water? Production versus demand. We haven't lost any concrete extractors. That's a bit disconcerting. Do we have any more water? We have water here and here. It would mean running another pipeline over there. And how are we for? We have lots of. Well, we don't have lots of stored water actually. We have some stored water. Okay, let's just pause and build. So what we're going to have to run out is pipes. I know it's too far from the drone commander, but we'll sort that in a moment. And power. There's one thing with this game, you can never just sit and chill with it. It is going to keep you on your toes. Even though I have completed the mystery as part of my playthrough, I still do want to keep coming back to it actually. So, where are we? Water extractor, there we go. Too far from drone commander, that is fine. Pop that on there, because we can get our RC commander, who's over here actually. He can come and do some things for us. Of course the game's paused, so that's not going to help. We'll get this little dude over there. Yeah, we haven't got a leak either. And only concrete extractor, so we literally just maxed out. Oh god damn it! I've literally just maxed out what we're doing here in terms of the resources. I'm not too sure. Security station is fine for now. See, water's back to 0 again. Maybe there was a leak, maybe something missing some maintenance, I'm not too sure. But it's always useful to have extra. That's overlapping that one, so it should be bringing resources. That being said, it might not be a bad idea to get another drone hub out this way anyway. If you were to put it there, for example. I'm saying there's not enough power. So let's get this a bit further over. Drones can go do their things.
Research complete.
So that's giving people who are working night shifts a 20% performance boost, which will really help for the external buildings that we have over here being used. No fuel for shuttles. Whereabouts is that? I am quite amazed by that fact. Given how much fuel we actually have. Although we are now using more fuel than we are producing, which is going to be a bit of a kicker, so it may, well, we're going to have to build another fuel refinery. We can build that just there. We'll get that built as well. It gives a nice source of local fuel. How are we doing here? Yeah, we're still a very long way off. But still, it's going to be nice having this wonder built, and I'm really curious to see exactly what it's going to be like when it gets up and running. We also have... let's reduce that down to low. Let's stick that up to high. And that one doesn't have a pipe connection, so we shall get that sorted out immediately. I thought it was going to be close enough to give us one, but obviously not. There we go. That gives a bit more fuel production. We are running low on power again, but again we have a massive amount stored. Water's going down again, and that's because we've introduced the fuel refinery. So let's just go back over here. How are we doing, game? What's the problem? Let's build a storage universal depot out this way. Get some resources over here. I think it is just a case of resource problems, that's more than anything else. And that will help us build this. We need electronics, we need metals, all of which will be eventually delivered, given that we have the metal production. So that's the rare metals, isn't it? We have the metal site here, have the electronics site there. This should all get sorted out almost immediately. I'm going to get a nice little overlap. We'll get a boost of water into the site as well. Is this water tank? It's not full, and that's simply because we are smashing our way through water. 4 wind turbines not working. Why are 4 wind turbines not working? Just waiting for maintenance. They will get maintenance. It will happen. I will be there. I'm okay with that. One of the other things I did, pretty sure it was this one, in the storage side of things. I'm sure I completed the research for it. Water extractor, water tower. So I actually I completed the research for the large water tank. And I'm tempted to stick one down as well, actually, just to see what it looks like. And maybe since now I'm going to have a large scale, well, there's 3 water sites here, so absolutely large scale. These are not connected with pipes, with power. And I would have hoped that would have got power. So what is actually wrong with it? It must be connected to a power producer. Have I missed something? I have. I truly have. That is what is wrong. Which is, well done, Jax. Absolute winner chicken dinner there, son. Yeah, that should be all the problems immediately resolved. And we're now getting water being pumped again. I'm going to... we need the dumping sites around here, just to keep hold of the rock. Get that done there and there and there. So yes, I'm going to put in a large water tower. 10 buildings not working. It will, they will. They'll get the maintenance and everything will be absolutely fine. So yes, this is under life support and it's a large water tank. Let's just stick that one there. We've got so much water being produced in this one area, it makes sense to have that. We are... everything should be working pretty quickly. It's just a matter of it getting maintenance. If the drones are busy doing this as well, which probably won't help, it means that other things won't be maintained. But we now have the fusion reactor up and running as well, and the large battery storage, so we are producing a hell of a lot amount of power now, which is absolutely perfect. I was wondering, did I also... I can't remember... yes, we also unlocked the large oxygen tank. So I'll stick this one on the main base over here. And we'll get the large oxygen tank built as well. Just gives us more storage options, more storage capability. Whether I'm going to expand this dome, this site anymore, apart from building the wonders, just because I can do now, I'm in such a point of the game where I'm able to do that, I don't know. I was talking about this dome, wasn't I? So, I don't think I'll extend much more in terms of people and buildings on the surface, just the wonders, anything else I find interesting along the way. So whilst I was playing offline, not recording, I set up a retirement dome. So as I was previously saying, when people hit the age of seniors, they stop working, they don't actually contribute anything to the colony anymore, they just live out their retirement lives and then die on the surface, well, not on the surface of Mars, but die on Mars, so they don't return back to Earth. So what I thought was, they're taking up space in my domes where for building, for just general quarters, etc, etc, they're taking up space. So what I've done in each dome is I've gone through them and I have said for the age group, seniors are not allowed and children are not allowed, because they will force them to migrate to the education one, but seniors are not allowed. Then what I did is, taking into account the number of seniors that I actually had in my colony at the time of building, I created a medium-sized dome with the apartments that will cover or support the amount of people that we have as retirements or seniors, put those in, and then in this dome obviously set age group, no one apart from seniors. And that is literally it. It is a retirement dome. Got a casino, it's got a bar, plenty of places to eat, simply because we have so many people in here. I thought 3 diners, keep them happy, 2 grocers, an art shop and a gym. And then I also put the hanging gardens, I got the dome special, the dome centerpiece, God, what are they called now? I need to know. Dome spire, that's the word. In here, just so it gave them some more comfort during the retirement years, and that is literally it. We have lots of soft foods being produced, you know, strained peas, mashed potatoes. They can chew it, they can have it fine with no problems. Interestingly, I don't have an infirmary in here, but they don't seem generally upset by that fact,
complete.
which is great, to be quite honest. I'm more than happy with that. We have a metals extractor not working. Why do we have a metals extractor not working? It doesn't have people. How interesting. Why does it not have people? Do we have enough people in this dome? We do. Even though we have 11 people unemployed in this dome, we don't have enough people to work this metals extractor. How does that make any sense? We literally have 11 unemployed people. Go in the metals extractor, goddammit. Okay. Where are the people that are unemployed? So that casino, that has got service bots, that can have 24-hour usage. The bar's got service bots as well. Diner's got service bots. Grocer's got service bots. So where the hell are the unemployed people? I want to see who they are. You're homeless, well, you'll have to move. Wait, you're homeless, but they were 35 and 36. Okay, I'm really not going to look at this dome right now because this is annoying the crap out of me. So I'll just back away, pretend it's not happened. Everything's fine. So here we have the large water tank. It's storing water, and it's got quite a lot stored that's on the water grid. This has a capacity of 1,500 litres, I'm going to say, units, and it's going to be start building up water, which will then feed into the colony. The only concern that I have more than anything else is the only single outlet from this section to the colony is here, this one pipe and this one tunnel. So we could be royally boned if something were to happen with that, but yeah, it'll be fine. How we're doing here? Oh, we still have a long way to go. Oh, we have such a long way to go. Right, make that the priority now. Let's get on with that. We also have the oxygen tank, but that is a lower priority. We're going to have a lot of usage over here right now. We have a maximum amount of shuttles, and we're just having to get the resources from absolutely all over the planet's surface or our site surface, just to get everything in. Maybe there is a way to make it better so you have a more central location for stored items. I truly don't know, but this is where we are with things at the moment. So we have to have a drink. So is there anything else that I did whilst you guys, you guys were away, I suppose? Not really. I set up a food store. So yes, I actually unlocked the large storages, and I did unlock a food storage. I put a food storage here, which just because we were creating, we'd actually got to the point where each of the farms, their storage was completely full. Major issues, not able to produce anything, no food being produced. Obviously it was being used, but we want to get around that food cycle. So what I did was I sat down here a large food storage area, making sure that really everything goes here now for food itself. Metals production versus metals consumption, that's probably because of the site work that we're doing right now, which makes perfect sense. We are consuming metals for this here. In fact, we've finished with the metals there, so maybe we have a larger issue at hand in that we need to get some more metal on the go. Whilst I'm saying that, we're also having problems getting fuel over here as well, which is ridiculous. Building is waiting for fuel. Yeah, we have a metric shit ton of fuel in the colony itself. So what was I thinking then? Yeah, I want to get some more people. I think more people is a good thing. Do we have space in that dome? No, we do not. No, we do not. No, we do not. But I want to bring more people in, particularly to work on the extractors themselves. Is there anything I can do to make this easier? Maybe a smaller dome was not the best idea for this particular site. Maybe, maybe not, I'm not too sure. They would have a small dome here working for the rare metals, which is absolutely fine. What do we have in terms of people allowed in here? Geologists and no specialisations. I'm wondering, so we have 17 people unemployed. I can't understand why they cannot go and work in these areas here, because whilst the best workers are geologists, you know, I'm just going to open these up again, I think, to everyone. See if it will actually migrate more people over here. We've got one person homeless. That's fine. But yeah, I'm thinking that if I can maybe get more people in this dome itself that will for some reason work the mines. Again, I can't for the life of me understand why we have so many people unemployed, but they're not working this site here. It makes literally no sense at all. And it's going to kill us. Age group, youth, adult, middle-aged was fine. Specialisation, no specialisation. Let's just let everyone in. As long as they work it, I don't really care. The fact that we have people unemployed makes no sense whatsoever. Actually, within these smaller domes, can we actually build spires? We can. Let's build an archaeology there. Two of the largest fast food chains have failed submissions to serve the colonists. Would you like a diet soda with your triple burger for free? Your only obligation is to make colonists eat and suppose they enjoy the branded meals. Mars food will always be bio and organic. Give permission to Wick Ronalds. Or give permission to Burger King. Food import cost greatly reduced. I have no issues with that. Free. I'm just going to go for the more comfort boost. The more the better, really. That makes perfect sense to me. I truly can't believe that we have an issue where we don't have people working in these domes. We have literally one person working here, and he's an alcoholic, so he's not working to his so he's not working to his full potential. Amazing. We're going to get some more. We're going to get some more people living here. Hopefully, that will mean that we'll start working the extractors for us again, and we'll start producing more metals. I mean, once the Mohole is up and running as well, that's going to give us 50 a day, 50 per sol, which is a huge boost for us. And now we have an issue with maintenance. Is it just that we're not getting enough stuff around? We're actually using machine parts, and machine parts have been taken for this building as a priority, which probably actually could be the case. It really could be that we're just not getting everything here as we expected, or we just don't have enough drones working the areas. I suppose that could be a thing. We've got a drone here, so that's got a heavy load. It's covering
A colonist has died.
Yeah, that's fine, don't worry about it. It is covering a large area actually, so maybe we do need more drones. Send in the drones. Yeah, let's put a drone hub there, and maybe it'll get built. Let's reduce the priority of that for now. Get this drone hub up and running as well. This video may be a little bit longer than what I expected it to be, simply because I didn't realise how much it was going to build.
Research complete.
Let's get the research in again. I'm wondering, do we need money? We have quite a bit in terms of money. Do we have any more cheaper techs, or is it all higher cost as well now? Oh, I missed that one. We'll take that one in because it is actually no. Let's just forget that for a second.
Research.
What can we get? So we can construct our own RC little drone thingies. Let's increase the cargo capacity on the shuttles. Let's increase the shuttle storage as well. What else is going to help us? Microfusion, physics. That's another wonder. We'll get some more wonder in. Another wonder in as well. Yeah, let's just go for all the wonders. And if we'll be able to actually get them all onto the site at once, it'd be pretty awesome if we could. But, our little drone's going to go and do some work now for us. Hopefully get everything we need to get things up and running. It's immediately ran out of fuel again. I don't quite know how that keeps happening. And it has fuel, and it'll probably run out again, and yada yada yada. So power's back on, things are getting fixed. It was just a lack of drones. The drones themselves were just not being serviced. We're producing quite a lot of water because we're storing it along with oxygen. Did they actually... here comes the large oxygen tank. So we'll look at that. So in that comes, there we go, and that's going to start storing oxygen for us as well, which is beautiful. Very happy with that. I may have to put a cut in here, which I'm quite surprised at, but I should have planned a little bit further ahead. Again, I feel like I'm talking with very little things happening, but we could call this part 1 of part 2 of Project Mohole, and that might not be a bad idea at all. It's interesting that I've been able to talk about some of the failures that I had in my colony, things that I made mistakes with, that I've learned from the said mistakes. But obviously if you're watching this later on, because I mean this must be about the 22nd, 23rd video I've recorded now of Surviving Mars, it may be too little too late, but hopefully if you've stuck with me you'll have enjoyed this series so far, and that we're going to keep getting...
There are Earthsick
Oh,
colonists.
that hasn't happened in a long while. Low comfort. What's wrong with you? Unprepared meal? Service building was full? Don't know what you want to do about that really. You can leave, that's fine by me. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to go and put a cut in here, guys. We've got the infrastructure up and ready for the Mohole mine itself. Although it is getting there now. Let's get it back up to priority level. Now we have some more drones. Actually, we have the local shuttle hubs as well. Maybe I won't. Maybe let's just stick with it and see how we go. Although we are still burning metals. How did we go with this site here? We've actually got people working it. No, you know what? I am going to do a shuttle passenger rocket. Filter. No, I'm not bothered about that at all. Other sex, whatever the hell that may be. Let's not get into that. It's the geologists who work the extractor buildings. Let's just get rid of everyone else for now. Get the geologists on board. We'll take some more engineers as well, for that matter. So back. That gives us 24. We can actually bring 32 people now. And that's one of the extra things that I unlocked, was to triple almost the capacity of the rockets. You know, we'll take some more medics actually. Does that give us what we need? Yeah. Although, if I'm going to have a choice, I'm going to take engineers over medics. 28 space for new residents in the colony. Are we actually at a point where we don't have the space? Cool. I'm going to land them here. I still can't quite work out why people are not working this site. Just that one alcoholic dude who's always hungover. Seriously, there are like jobs aplenty. There's 27 people now unemployed in this dome, and yet we have extractors here not being worked. What the hell? We don't want seniors. We don't want children. We can take youths. Take that and take that. Maybe we'll do it that way. Apply traits. We don't want child. I just need people to come and work these goddamn mines. Maybe I just turn it all off. Do it that way. Specialization. Just turn it all off. See if we get more people into the dome. We may get more people, but maybe they just won't work them anyway. Inactive work shift. Well, let's get all the work shifts, shall we? Whether that will make a goddamn difference, since we seem to have just the one guy working. So we actually have, amazingly, living space. And what I'm thinking is, since we are going to be running out of metals more than likely before this thing gets running, it's getting pretty close. But she's going to give us 50 a day. Maybe just hang fire for a bit. It's nearly got everything it needs. We'll wait for this shuttle to arrive. See, we can land them down here at this dome down at the bottom. Excuse me,
There
and
are
then
Earth-sick
that's
colonists.
fine, and then see what happens from that point onwards. Quite impressive that we have got to the point where we had lots of space that we couldn't actually fill. We had domes emptying, and now we're actually at a point where we're running out of space again, which is nice actually. It's a nice problem to have. In this farming dome, we've still got botanists only working in there. That was the research dome. Not much worried about that. And these domes down here, they all have spires, something to aspire towards. Maybe it's a case that we just actually start putting our colleges in most of the domes just to give us that extra space. Might not be a bad
Milestone
idea.
achieved.
Oh, that means we've actually completed the wonder. And here she is. Oh, and look at the lovely fireworks. This was introduced with the latest DLC, Space Race, where you have little celebrations and fireworks going off. And here we are. Here is our. Oh god, you know what? I'm gonna have to get this shuttle in. It's distracting me, flashing in the corner. Get that one in there like that. Yep. So here it is. This is Project Mohole. It's now. What's it doing here? So it's producing 50 metals. Metals production
New
predicted.
colonists have arrived. Colonists are departing.
And rare metals as well. We're going to want some, instantly going to want some storage for this. And with that in mind, did we actually get the... We didn't get the waste rock liquefaction. Where would that be in the research? Let's get that in. And then we'll still queue the wonders up as well. Did we miss anything? Oh, that was for the drones, wasn't it? The shuttles. We'll leave that space for now, actually. And we'll outsource. We'll get quite a bit of outsource research to help us with that. But yes, so I'm going to instantly want some storage space. Some dumping sites around here. Which is really annoying given how kind of pretty this building is, this wonder. But we're going to have to immediately put some storage in place to protect that. But if that's going to give us now an extra 50, yeah, we're going to start going back up. And with that in mind, so if we were to build the next wonder that we have available, which is the space elevator, we have the concrete, we have the machine parts. Are we producing? We are. Okay, so probably in the next Wonders episode,
Colonist has died.
we are going to build the space elevator and get that working. But yeah, so we finally completed it. Looks like we have some upgrades. They're actually quite expensive upgrades, but it will increase the production and rare metals, but also the power as well. But there we go.
Research complete.
We have one wonder on our planet, and the next one will be the space elevator. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.